Good morning, guys. Happy blessed weekend. It's Saturday, or Sabado Naman if you're in the Philippines, and it is Saturday, the 15th of August. Thank you for joining me in Storyteller's Corner, and welcome. Now we're off to our romantic, charming story, Letters Across the Sea, to see James and Maria, who are getting married very soon. And this is chapter 29, the night before the wedding. So let's read on, find out what they're doing. Chapter 29, the night before. The morning arrived with an unusual sense of excitement throughout Baguio. The wedding was tomorrow. Maria's family's home was filled with laughter, flowers, boxes, dresses, and the constant sound of people moving from one room to another. Relatives arrived from different parts of the Philippines. The kitchen was especially busy. Her mother seemed determined to make enough food for twice the number of guests. "Mother," Maria said, laughing, "we're feeding wedding guests, not the entire city." Her mother looked at the overflowing table. "You never know." Maria laughed. "I suppose I learned that from you." Across town, James was experiencing a very different kind of preparation. He was sitting with his best friend Peter, who had arrived from England to attend the wedding. Peter looked at James. "Are you nervous?" James took a deep breath. Yes." "Second thoughts?" James shook his head immediately. "Never, never." Peter smiled. Then what's worrying you?" James looked down at his hand. "I just want to be worthy of her." Peter became quiet. "You already crossed half the world for her." James smiled. "That's not enough. It doesn't have to be." Peter placed his hand on his shoulder. Just love her, listen to her, stand beside her, and when she's difficult, make her laugh when she needs it." Sorry guys, let me read that part again. Peter placed an hand on his shoulder, and he said, "Just love her, listen to her, stand beside her when life is difficult, make her laugh when she needs it." James nodded. "I can do that." "When you're ready." That afternoon, Maria's mother came into her bedroom. Maria was sitting quietly beside the window. Her wedding dress hung nearby, covered carefully in protective fabric. Her mother sat beside her. "Are you happy?" Maria smiled. "More than I'd ever imagined." "Are you afraid?" Maria thought about it. "A little." Her mother took her hand. "That's normal." Maria looked towards the mountains. "I've spent so much of my life here." "I know. And tomorrow everything changes." Her mother smiled. "Not everything." "What won't change?" "You're still my daughter." Maria laughed softly. "Thank you." Her mother kissed her forehead. "And you'll always have a home here." As evening approached, Maria stepped outside alone. The mountains were faded into the blue darkness. She looked towards the sky. Somewhere beyond the horizon was England, the place where James had lived his entire life, the place where their story had begun. She thought about the first letter. She could still remember holding it, a stranger's word on a page, a simple friendship, a conversation, a journey, a love, and now a wedding. She whispered a prayer. "Lord, thank you for bringing us this far. Tomorrow, as we make our vows, help us remember that love is more than a feeling. Help us to choose patience, forgiveness, kindness, and faith every day." She wiped away a tear. "And thank you for James." Meanwhile, James stood outside beneath the Baguio night sky. He opened a wooden box he had carried all the way from England. Inside was a letter he'd written for Maria. He read it one final time, then carefully folded it. Tomorrow he would give it to her. Tomorrow he would finally tell her everything he had struggled to put into words. Later that evening, James and Maria spoke on the phone. Neither wanted to end the conversation. "So," James said, "tomorrow." "Tomorrow. Are you ready?" Maria smiled. "I think so." "What if I cry?" "I'll probably cry too." What if I forget my vows? I'll remind you, James laughed. Thank goodness. There was a quiet pause. Then Maria said softly, James? Yes? Thank you for writing that first letter. He smiled. Thank you for answering it. I love you. I love you too. They stayed silent for a few moments, simply listening to each other's breathing. Finally, Maria whispered, Good night, future husband. James smiled. Good night, future wife. The call ended, but neither went immediately to sleep. Both lay awake, thinking about the morning. Before dawn, Bagel would begin to stir. Flowers would be arranged. The church would be decorated. Families would be gathered. The bride would walk down the aisle, and the groom would wait at the altar. And two people who had once separated by an entire ocean would finally stand together and make a promise that would change everything. Tomorrow they will become husband and wife. Bukas Umaga. So there we go, guys. The wedding is tomorrow, but for us guys, that means it's Monday. The wedding's going to be on Monday. So join me Monday for chapter 30, where it says, Forever begins today. That's after the wedding ceremony, I expect. So join me on Monday, guys, for the wedding day of James and Maria. Because tomorrow's the Lord's Day, and we're going to dedicate it with two spiritual stories with a moral to it for all you guys. And but don't worry, guys, we've still got to go to our coffee shop tonight. We're going to our coffee shop, the corner table, where it is chapter 21 in the corner table, and it is the review that changed everything. A review. What does that mean? We'll find out tonight, guys. But anyway, guys, thank you for joining me for James and Maria's night before the wedding. And Monday is going to be the actual wedding, so we offer them our best wishes and good luck and congratulations. So there we go. Until then, guys, have a very blessed Saturday. And tomorrow is Sunday. It's the Lord's Day, so let us be glad and rejoice in it. So thank you, guys, for joining me in Storyteller's Corner for Saturday. And have a lovely day. There you go, guys. Join me later for the corner table, chapter 29. No, it's chapter 21. The review that changed everything. So there we go, guys. Take care now. Bye-bye.